All right. Today, I funny thing, I actually feel more accomplished or around the same. No, actually, actually feel a bit more accomplished than the time I ran my first marathon right now because I learned how to do a lip flutter, or they also refer to it as lip trill, lip flutter. So I just got it just now, so I'm still like, I still haven't gotten it properly yet, but let me try it. Yep, got it. Freaking got it. 9:52 February. So the easiest way to do it is to do this. So this is the one trick I needed to know to do it. So I've been watching, my context is basically I've been watching, as you guys who have watched my previous videos, you know that I've been really trying to work on my voice. The very reason I created this YouTube channel is so I can work on my voice and my speaking, my communication skills. And I've been watching and following a lot of YouTubers. I believe his name is Vin Gaines. I forgot his the second name of his channel. Like Vin is one I clearly remember. So I've watched a lot of his videos, and he's an amazing trainer, teacher for vocal communication skills. And I've been watching his videos, and I've also checked out lots of other that similar kind of channels about training your voice, even vocal coaches and stuff. And the one exercise they all recommend is the lip flutter or the lip trill. And for the longest time I've tried doing it but never succeeded. So I didn't start the habit immediately, and I end up procrastinating it and then never doing it. And then after a few weeks I start looking up for exercises for my vocals, and then I look it up, I find that same exercise, try it, never able to do it, and then I keep procrastinating and forgetting about it. And that's how it's been for the last few months. I've been trying it. And so my usual is like this. Now it actually happens even just me trying it. I could not do it at all just an hour back. And this is probably something, I believe this is very similar to cycling. Once you learn it, no matter which way you use it, but once you learn it, your body learns that balancing, that somehow your body gets it. Once you get it, it's very hard to forget it. And the next time you get on a cycle, even after years or even like a decade later, you still in a few minutes, obviously you won't be racing cycling, but you can ride a cycle. So this is, I believe this is something similar, because just a while back I couldn't do it at all, and for the last few months I haven't been able to do it at all. I was just blowing, and then rather than me vibrating my lips, which is the whole point of this exercise, it was me trying to do this because I was just trying to imitate that motion, and since I couldn't do it, my body was forcing my tongue to try and make that noise. So yeah, and just now, after again that similar moments of me realizing again that I need to work on my voice, and just like everything else, our vocal cords are a muscle and we need to work on that. So I figured, let's just pick up one good exercise, simple exercise that I can do anywhere, and do it for at least a few minutes every day. just like I usually do with this thing. So that moment came again, and just like right now, as I was about to procrastinate because I couldn't do it after trying it for like 10 minutes or so, I was about to quit it, and because YouTube was right in front of me, I figured, you know what, let's just today I gotta find this out. And then I looked up, and I want to credit her because it's like, yeah, it totally, I believe this will be further. So this is the channel, Katrina H. So it was one of her shorts. I think it was this one, was it? I'm not wearing my glasses, damn it. Yeah, I believe that's the one. So like this is the channel basically, and I doubt video, but if you do, thank you so much. Like this this is amazing, because just this position, like it like I immediately could do it in just like a few tries after I did this. Basically, like keep your hands here, like when your teeth, at least in my case, it's like this is my teeth, where my teeth joins, the upper jaw, the upper line of teeth. I don't even know the right words to call it. So the upper line of teeth and the lower, your upper teeth and your lower teeth, where it meets, I just press it here, and then I push it all the way up to this bone here, the cheekbone, this one. So like for both of this, I do this, and like once it happened, now like even without me doing this, it happens. Like it just clicked. I guess something just clicked, and then once I did it once, now I can do it. Like it's not, obviously I need to train more, and I just learned it like about an hour back. Not even an hour, I think half an hour or something. So that's, yeah, this is pretty wild. So that today I'm absolutely like, I don't know, I'm pretty much blown, man. So yeah, so this is basically the whole video. Anyways, let me do my routine weight check. $70.9. Shit, I'm gaining weight. Need to increase my activity level. I've been trying to hit 30k steps per day, and last week I wasn't successful. I almost hit it once at 27k, but tomorrow we'll definitely try hitting it. Definitely, not probably this time around. Anyways, so yeah, I got this vocal thing now, this one exercise, and I'll try to do it for at least 10 minutes every day. Yeah, 10 minutes at least. So hope I mean, with this being recommended by pretty much everyone I've looked up, and I literally mean everyone, like all the people I looked up were like the best exercise, vocal exercise and stuff. Like almost every video has this like recommended at least in one as one of the exercises. So this should help me with my voice as well, and you guys will be able to see it in real time with my daily vlog, this thing. Plus also I'm working on other vocal this communication techniques as well, like fluctuating my tone, emphasizing words, and replacing, what was this word, filler words with silence, and trying to speak a bit slower and articulate, enunciate, I guess is the word, enunciate my words clearly. Obviously my accent and my pronunciation, that will need a lot more work and a lot more years. To begin with, by the way, for people who don't know, English is my third language. Is it? Actually, by the way of introduction, English is my fourth, because when I was we have our local, I have my local language, which is Adi, the tribe here. I'm from the Adi tribe, so Adi. And then when we started going to school, we were introduced to Hindi, and so it was like Hindi Adi mix and stuff. And then my caretakers, the people the helpers in my house, when like basically our nannies, yeah, they could be considered nannies. So like my nannies, my caretakers, they spoke Assamese. So Adi first, and Hindi, then Assamese. And then obviously in school we were taught English as a subject, but we hardly spoken it. I started speaking English much later, like around class 6, 7, somewhere. I was fortunately better than my peers when it comes to writing in English, but speaking wise, because we didn't have practice at all, we all sucked at it. And in my case as well, it was that. And only I got a bit more confident, a lot more confident with English only after I got to college, which was way back. I went to college at or around 21. Yeah, so that's like yeah, it was way later. So my English, even me being able to speak in English and all this stuff fluently, like at least on the standard here, I can proudly call it fluent. But compared to people who actually know it well and native speakers, my English is likely still far from it. But yeah, so I still need to work on a lot of it, especially the pronunciations. Plus, with the pronunciation, I'm also a bit more confused, because it's honestly my fault in a way, because I have a bit of a, how should I put it? I have a bit of a indecisive mind when it comes to the British English and the American English. The most of the content I consume and people I follow and stuff on YouTube and the podcast and stuff are in American English. But at the same time, many of the people I look up to and the English accent that I like, is accent even the right word? It's probably let's just go with accent. So the English accent that I fantasize about speaking well is the British. But oftentimes when I want to speak, and then when at least in my head, what I speak with is most of the time it's Americans, because American English I feel is much more casual and much more in a weird sense more liberating. At least that's the way I feel it, coming from someone whose English is like third language, third or fourth language. So yeah, and the American accent just feels more liberating and more free in a way, but the British just sounds more classy. So I have this weird thing of I just pick and choose and just sometimes go with that, sometimes go with that, and just mismatch. And so my accent is all over the place, plus also the Indian accent, because most of the people I heard and spoke around with in my college time as well were Indians. So I had that influence as well. And so it's a weird mix of English and in different influences and stuff. So yeah, so my pronunciation is very likely gonna be weird for the rest of my life. The same with the accent. And maybe over time, accent wise, because I am consciously trying to copy some of the accents of people I admire. People like the host from the podcast Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett. I love his voice and his accent and everything as well, the way he speaks and everything. And I try to mirror him a bit, at least whenever I can. Like I actually need to start dedicating proper time for that kind of thing as well, to like try and imitate and learn from people I look up to and people who just can speak really well. And who knows, at some point following their footsteps and their shadow, I might end up making something like a podcast as well, which would be honestly amazing. But I lack everything, all the skills necessary for podcasting. Like first thing, just the ability to connect with people and invite them. Also, I'm just not very confident at that point, but that's for later. Let's not go there. But for now, I need to first get more confident speaking in front of the camera like this and by myself. And I feel this exercise, me being able to do this exercise, is the first step. This exercise, yeah, this moment just feels like the first time I managed to do pull-up. I was absolutely blown away because I could never do it my whole life. With this lip flutter trill thing, or I didn't even know about this my whole life, so that's a different thing. But since I knew it, which was about a year or so back, I could never do it till today, till right now. And just now, thanks to Katarina H, I did it. I freaking did it. All right, that's it. Been a long video, and hopefully this video helps people who are trying to learn or whatever, you're working on your voice for whatever reason you have. In my case scenario, my first priority is to be able to speak clearly and speak loud enough so that people don't keep saying, okay, speak a bit louder. I had that issue for a long time when I was younger, but like with recently, with my growing confidence in speaking and everything, especially after my college years, I learned how to speak with decent enough volume. But despite that, even now, when I speak with people, I often, but the good part is nowadays I haven't been pointed out by anyone to speak louder. But it's just me, because I know I constantly hear amazing speakers on a daily basis with podcasts and stuff. So I recognize myself, I become more self-aware of myself when I'm speaking to someone, because I am constantly trying to self-analyze my own voice and speaking, especially after I started this YouTube channel. I'm constantly trying to change and improve. So I've been feeling very inadequate with my voice, and I want to get better at it. And also intonate, especially the fluctuations. I feel like I'm just speaking in monotone every time, and yeah, the volume, all that stuff. Which is also another reason why I even feel like maybe I should get a microphone, so that I know how to deal with the distance and everything with this kind of microphones, where I just attach it. Or maybe I should just hold it in my hand and just do this. Because I've heard from some people that you be just holding something like this, or a microphone, like big microphone and stuff, you also learn how to distance yourself clearly, and also it helps you learn a bit about balancing your voice volume and then moving your head around to bring more color to your voice and stuff. And yeah, all these things I need to learn further as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a learning process. Anyways, so this is it. And yeah, finally, let me try that one more time. and like, you know, ignore me if I embarrass myself, because I just learned it and I haven't gotten it clearly yet. Yeah. All right, I've gotten it. I need to practice it, and I need to do what these people were, the different, like with the starting with the lower pitch and going to the higher and keeping a long one and all that stuff. So yeah, 10 minutes every day. I'll try doing it. Let's see how that goes. Obviously, this habit is gonna take me a few weeks to put into place as well, because as a serial procrastinator, I do take time to pick up habits, but now that I've learned this, it is definitely gonna be in my schedule in a month or two. By then, I'll make sure I do it every day. So yeah, all right. Once again, thank you, Katerina H. and Vin. I forgot your last name, but so if either of you ever watched this video, I'm absolutely grateful, and I know for certain that this will change my life. So yeah, thank you, and thank you to anyone who's watching this. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see, 9, 10, shit, I'm already late, 10, 13 p.m. Anyways, good night. See you guys tomorrow.